Get this 11 to 1 weekdays on the Triple M network.
Tone, you're back on.
Oh, you've just switched my mic on halfway through a sentence. In fact, you've switched your own mic on.
Hey.
This is Richard's had to run out. We don't know why. Ed is back in the paneling chair.
Where I belong.
Just press any button at random, see what happens.
Yeah, that one. Oops. Super Mario Brothers theme, anyone? I don't know how to get it to stop.
What else you got? Hit that one. It's Blimpy, the lactose intolerant cat. Oh, now we're in the Haunted studio.
Let's see if I get some. I'll see if I can get some horns happening. Horns.
The first bloke came down from Sydney.
Oh, that's Rex.
An easy-going,
Rexy.
affable type of bloke.
No.
Until he crossed the white line.
Where is Richard?
Then the fever set in.
Big time.
Big time.
How do I get the Mario Brothers to stop? Stop. Yeah, we go. There's my
That means you've just opened Zoo magazine.
There we go.
Oh, he's pressing any button now. Oh, here comes Richard Barsland.
Hi, Rich.
How you going, guys?
Where have you been?
Back off, Rich.
Uh-oh.
I've got a Mario Brothers theme to play.
What have you done to my panel?
Shush you. I've changed some things. Ah, there it goes. It stopped.
Your paneling license is suspended.
Where have you been? Headache tablets.
I had to get some headache tablets.
Why is
sorry.
that? Was that all the beeping in the Soprano sketch? In the headphones?
Possibly. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't have known it from my performance in the first 40 minutes, but I had a cracking headache. But, the show went on.
Hey, Rich, this is easy.
I'll work through it.
We're in a cracking headache, that
It's
one.
not that
This is easy. Richard, which is the song one?
Not that one, certainly.
Okay. I've powered up, though.
What are we doing here? Are we talking romance?
Yeah, we're talking romance.
Why is that?
Well, someone in my family, my immediate family, has accused me recently of being void of human emotion.
Oh, that sounds typical.
Because every time they ring me up to try and tell me a cute story about like a small child I'm related to, I always end it with, Mum, I've got a lot of Foxtel I have to watch.
Yeah.
I just said Mum, didn't I? So I gave it away.
Yeah, that's true.
Whoops.
Your family, you know what you want to watch tonight? The Sopranos is back on 9.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I watched the first episode.
It's great, isn't it?
It's Tony and his sister and...
They go away camping almost.
They go away camping and it's just... take away all the gunplay and death, it's my family. It just
Really?
is.
Really?
So much tension.
Now, how do we get onto this?
I don't know.
It's so natural.
It's just because we're talking families.
Oh, that's right,
And what
yeah.
they think of us.
Oh,
And
yeah.
what we're saying on the radio occasionally gets us into trouble.
It does get me into a little bit of trouble. So I said no. I like it when animals are friends. You know, that's love. That's a type of love.
Sure.
That I feel hunger.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
an emotion. I get sleepy.
Yeah.
I get...
You pop around to promotions all the time.
Yeah, what's all that about?
Some love going on there, I've been told.
There is not. Now,
Emotions.
anyway, promotion. The other day, I was walking past some workmates of ours.
Yeah.
And they were having a lovely afternoon of cake and coffee.
Yeah.
And I felt quite a little ill. And then later on, I saw them and they told me that after that, listen to this, after that, Nikki, this is how kids get made. Listen to this. They went and they had a sandcastle building competition.
All right.
I mean, doesn't that make anyone else kind of sick?
Well, in the sales department, where'd they get the sand?
No, like out on the beach on a date.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I mean, dates are an open book.
That's like I was just like, and apparently that's romantic, but I was like, that's like hell for me. You know, I have to go outside and in the sand and build things. No.
So hang on, I don't understand what the challenge is.
So the challenge is, can they warm our cold hearts? We want people to call in with genuinely romantic things.
Oh, because so the lack of romance has expanded from your side of the desk over to me and Richard now.
Well, yeah. Well, I can't imagine there'd be much romance in between, having to get the girlfriend to wash the pavement T-shirts at Richard's house.
Okay, I'll give you an example of romance.
Okay.
At our place. The other night, I spotted that Steven Seagal's Submerged was on at 3:35 in the morning on Showtime on Foxtel. Mm-hmm. And I thought, that'd be a really funny segment from the show, but it's like too hard to set the video. It's about 1 in the morning, and it's it's really complicated now, the new system. And went to bed, and when I woke up in the morning, the wife had not only taped it for me, she'd queued it up at the opening credits. There you go. If that's not romance.
That is very romantic.
Like zeroed, so that I could start my timings from the beginning and not have to adjust the...
Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, now
there's romance.
now that's good.
Forget your sandcastles.
Yeah, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, Rich, can you top that story?
I think I can. We were out once. This is with a former girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I felt the need to, I had to go to the toilet basically.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. And
Hang on.
I couldn't go at the,
why?
I couldn't go at the pub because the locks were broken on the
they
doors.
knew you in
I
the
hate
toilets
that
there.
when you're really busting for the toilets and all the locks are broken.
Oh, you can't go. It's like George Costanza.
Yeah. So it was one of those things, and the pub was like 10 minutes away. Mm-hmm. And this person drove me home very quickly in a way way that could only, like, a police escort couldn't have made it better. It was absolutely fantastic. Now that is romance.
I'm starting to think that Ed Cavali's mum is right.
What is the matter with you two? Going to the toilet? Videotaping?
You're the one kicking over people's sandcastles.
I couldn't
Okay.
drive because I was so busting bad.
You
Yeah, I was
Jumping
wiggling
from-
in the seat. I mean, without giving too much away.
Okie dokie. So, what we want from the listeners,
But is that the kind of thing? I mean,
what we
that's-
want is
All right.
real romance,
Fair enough, that's the-
actual romance to warm our ice cold hearts.
Yeah, and maybe an idea that we could steal and use ourselves.
Absolutely right. That would be good. That would be really, really good. Something that doesn't involve a teddy bear with a love heart would be great.
Call us now with your romantic notion.
Hi, Alec. How are you?
Okay, well, it's not actually me, it's a friend of mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, his girlfriend is actually overseas on holiday at the moment, and he's been going on and on about how much he misses her. So what he decided to do was there in Prague at the moment, and what he decided to do was arrange a massage. So as soon as she arrived at the hotel, there'd be a massage waiting for her.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Well, he's just arranged as soon as his girlfriend gets somewhere else that a strong man's going to touch her up a bit. No. Who's the love in that? All right. Well, fair enough, I guess.
Well, no, okay, that's very nice, Alec.
Yeah, that's all. And Ed,
Yes.
just one more thing, mate. I think you've been hanging around with Stefanovic too much. You
Oh,
know,
really?
The emotion's fading.
The emotion chip needs replacing.
Maybe you're right, Alec. Maybe you're right. Thank you for the call, sir.
Well spotted, all right.
G'day, Michael. How are you?
Well, I had to go into hospital for some minor surgery, and because of a pre-existing injury, I couldn't move my right arm behind my back.
Yes.
And during the course of the surgery and then moving around when you're unconscious, they accidentally stretched the nerve of my left arm.
Oh.
And I was left in a situation where I couldn't put my hands behind my back.
Right.
And I had to go to the bathroom
Oh,
and
yes.
do, what you have to do. And my girlfriend at the time very kindly, put her life at risk and did what she had to do.
Oh, well, I think we get the picture. That is very romantic. That's beautiful. Now,
And do you guys still do it every year?
No, we're divorced now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what
The
happens
romance just didn't last.
once the wiping goes out of a marriage. It's time to move on.
And tell me, did she have to sign the divorce papers for you? She standing there, get that one for me.
Well, thank you, Michael. That's beautiful and disgusting. Hi, James. How are you?
I got married about a year ago and bought my wife a shotgun as a wedding present.
Oh, it doesn't get any better than that.
That is.
Well, it was a 410, so it's a lady size one.
Oh, yeah. No, we did assume that, James.
And was it a snap scenario? Did she have one for you as well?
Yeah, bought my electric guitar.
Oh,
Man, I want to live with you guys.
and obviously, how is your guitar work?
Pretty ordinary.
Yeah, well, I think she knows what to do with the shotgun. Romance is alive. It's pull.
James, man, I'm going to party with you guys. Nothing but guns and sweet axes at your house.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we come from a farm, so at least we get to use the gun.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's beautiful.
All right.
Romance out in the country. Can we top that?
Hello, Tony. How are you?
Well, this is on my girlfriend's part, God love her. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
No, I know the cartoon. No, I do know the cartoon.
Yeah, it was on Cheese TV every morning. She sat for a year and a half, recorded over 100 hours of it for me, and paused the adverts out.
Oh, pause the adverts. And that's when you know the relationship is serious.
Paused every day I got home from work, it was there ready to play.
And you're still together?
Still together, still got the tapes, and I still play them.
Wow. You see?
Yeah, it bores her to tears, but she puts up with it.
The show is full of romance
Okay.
today. I won't hear it. Angus Sampson is here filling in at the last minute for Lee Winnell, who's not well, but it gives us an opportunity to play the name drop challenge. It's as simple as this. You just drop a name. Has Angus met or worked with that person? Or if not, can we get to that person in as few links of the chain as possible?
Sure.
Kick off the batting, Mr. Marsland.
Okay, well, there's an interesting connection between Saw and The Sopranos, because at one stage in The Sopranos, Christopher attempts to make a movie such as Saw.
Called Cleaver.
And they mention Saw and they have a big chat about it and what have you. I'm just wondering whether you've had anything to do with The Sopranos cast, a la James Gandolfini, for instance.
Well, he's in Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh, okay, well, there you go.
There you go.
Wow.
That's straight out one link. Tony Soprano. He's worked with Tony Soprano.
And he's also got a new documentary series coming out in the States in a couple of weeks where he interviews returned serviceman from Iraq.
Where you been? Where you been? Where's my goddamn envelopes?
He's a beautiful artist. Right. Yeah, great, very wonderful gentleman, and very humble. And but I'll tell you some stories.
But he will go you with an ice bucket if provoked.
He will put his thumbs in your eye sockets. They do talk about James Wan in Sopranos. They mention James Wan, like Christopher.
Oh yes,
who has worked with Lee a few times, making and directing Saw, and he's got a new film coming out in the States on Friday called Death Sentence. Kevin Bacon, John Goodman, and Lee Winnell.
Okay, so we can get to Kevin Bacon quite easily via you. That's too easy. That's too easy.
Can I move over to the world of music, Guz?
Sure.
Because you're an avid you're a music buff, I would say. Prince.
Prince. I played Little Prince on Recovery.
Okay, that's good enough.
Okay,
Little Prince. Do you remember on Hey Hey It's Saturday there was like a little princess or something that would come down. John Blackman would talk about.
Yeah.
I was really young. I don't really remember it, but my lovely boss at the ABC, Bruce Kane, he wrote this sketch scenario that. Instead of it being a princess, it was me dressed as Prince.
Well, see, that's near enough.
Yeah, that's great.
And of course, I don't know, my friend John Safran portrayed Prince once in one of his...
That's true as well. All right, okay. Here's something else we talk about a lot on this show lately, the Adam West series of Batman.
Because you bring this up.
Ed has just seen it for the first time.
Every morning, 8 o'clock, Guz, I'm there.
It's on in Australia?
Yep, Foxtel, every morning, 8 o'clock. I get up specially just to see what that Clock King is up to. Tell you what.
Anybody...
You know, I've met him.
Who?
Adam West.
Oh, there you go, Batman himself.
I met him at the New York Comic Book Convention in 2000.
All right.
At Madison Square Garden, and he just had an eye job. He got the...
That's a surgical procedure, not what you're thinking, listeners.
If he had the cowl surgically attached.
But I have to tell you, I'll mention Lee Winnell's name, where Lee lives and where I stay with him in Hollywood. His house is maybe 1 mile, 2 Ks from where they shot the opening scene of the Bat car leaving the Bat cave.
I thought you were going to say his house is next to Stately Wayne Manor.
Stately Wayne. Well, it is. It's just next to the Hollywood sign. So,
all right, we can't do it. We can't. Okay, listeners, it's up to you. Call up, drop a name. Someone still alive. You know, don't say Vasco da Gama, for example.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I work with Vasco.
Barrel of laughs.
He was on the 10:30 slot a few years ago. Him and Magellan.
He did an acoustic set. I think my dog just farted.
Okay, well, that's usually we were going to save that for the final break. We need something to go out on.
But nonetheless, we push on. It's getting pretty thick on the ground in here.
God, it is. Open the door, Cecilia.
Hi, Andrew. How are you?
I'm well, guys. How you doing?
Oh, I'm
We're not well.
I'm having trouble breathing.
Winston is laughing, though.
Lay out the challenge to Guz.
Back in the early 90s, I was over in England doing the typical backpacker thing, and I was working at a pub in London, and I actually served Ronnie Wood from the Rolling Stones.
Oh, a Rolling Stone. Can you top that, Angus? Ronnie Woods or another Rolling Stone?
Ronnie Woods, he's the drummer, isn't he?
No.
The guitarist.
No,
that's Charlie Watts.
Charlie.
Sorry, no, Ronnie Woods. Yeah,
Any Rolling Stone? Not even met them?
Oh, yes, I've got Mick Jagger.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Last year after the Kokoda film premiere, I went to a nightclub in Sydney called Ruby Rabbit.
Yeah.
And they had an opening of the VIP room. Does that make so?
So it's a roped off area within the roped off area.
Yeah. So there's the first floor, which is where I'd normally go with the plebs.
Yeah.
Then there was the second floor, which somehow my friend got me into that one, and then there was the third. The second floor is the VIP one or whatever, and then there's a VIP. Anyway, but Mick Jagger was there, and it was you could only go up by one set of stairs, and it was a real bottleneck. And I think people spent the entire night just waiting at the bottom of the stairs to see if you could get up there.
But you saw Mick Jagger? Was it different sighting?
He's tiny.
He is a tiny man. Can we?
So he came down, and we said nothing to one another.
Fantastic.
Andrew, can I ask how was Ronnie Woods when you served him a drink? I mean, isn't he in rehab now?
Well, he should be after that session. he polished off 2 pints of Guinness in next to no time, quicker than I could pour them, and left me a £10 tip, which was quite nice of him. But, I actually spoke to him. I don't think Guzzi spoke to Mick Jagger.
Yes,
I was a little nervous. Plus, I was dancing. I can scull a pint of Guinness through a straw in 8 seconds.
Wow.
Close enough.
Okay.
In 8 seconds.
That's fair enough.
I'm dropping against inanimate objects now, against liquid.
Let's move on. Thank you very much, Andrew. Who's next?
Adrian, how are you?
Guzzi, I'm just wondering, with David Caruso, is he much of a turd off-screen as on-screen?
I did enjoy him in the film Jade.
I can't stand a bloke.
Okay, this is all very well, but have you met or worked with David Caruso?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean,
How
the
can we
closest...
How can we get there?
CSI Miami, you know anyone on that, Goose?
Yeah, my friend of mine, Natalie, played a... she's about 32. She played a 16-year-old girl who went off on a school trip smoking and discovered a body. So
And did she get to do a scene with
David Caruso?
Yes, that's 1 degree away.
Yeah, that Natalie. That's
Thank you very much.
Wow, it's an NYPD Blue Fest.
And from the world of Caruso, we go to the world of Smiths. Hello, Jude. How are you?
Hi guys, love your work.
Thank
How
you.
you going?
We're great. Lay out the challenge.
I'd like to know if you've met Jimmy Smith because I sure want to. I've had a thing for him for 20 years now, since I was 12.
Oh, sizzling Jimmy Smits.
Gross
Oh, you
Misconduct. I think I was one of the only people that went and saw the film Gross Misconduct.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be a counter.
I saw it as well,
saw
Goose.
At the cinema.
Yeah, I saw it at the cinema, Goose.
Are you kidding?
Candlelit boobies.
Okay.
His or Naomi Watts?
Naomi's.
Okay, I think seeing it is not quite good enough.
no,
You've never worked with him, never met him.
Well, wasn't he in the Star Wars trilogy? Sure, you know some people that were in the Star Wars trilogy, Goose.
I do. I wanted to make a T-shirt that said Boba Fett, what is a Kiwi?
That's true. Tim Ware Morrison.
I love him.
You've met him?
I haven't. I'd love to.
But then this isn't a link. What's the link?
Well, the link was Jimmy Smits. I think, and I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think he was at the Planet Hollywood opening in Sydney in 1998, where Danny Glover rode in on a horse.
He was, because I was there.
And I was there too.
Oh, there you
Lucky
go.
God.
I was there as the enforcer on the recovery program.
Okay, that's
And
a definite
Stallone
link.
was there too.
Stallone was there,
Stallone
and
was
Keanu
there.
Reeves played with Dog Star.
Dog Star, yeah. Kicked the
So
whole
is
thing
that
off.
okay?
That's definitely a link. That's
Dang.
pretty good for this show. One more, please.
Which one do you
Give
want?
him a curveball, Mr. Cavalier. Who have you got? Look, they're waiting to go.
Do you want to stay with NYPD Blue?
Yeah, let's stay with him.
Okay, this is a good one.
Yeah. Hello, Phil. How are you?
Yeah, Guzzi, 13 years ago I spent a couple of days on the set of NYPD Blue and got to meet and chat with Sipowicz, a.k.a. Dennis Franz.
Dennis Franz.
My friend Sam Pang is obsessed with Sipowicz.
That's not good enough. There's nowhere near good
There's
enough.
a T-shirt you can get of Sipowicz.
No.
Well, there's that band, Dennis Franz Ferdinand, who've had a couple of hits.
Oh, get out of here. Come on.
That is pathetic. We're now going backwards. What was he like? How would you describe Dennis Franz?
Very much a method actor.
Surly.
Yeah, I got the feeling that wasn't acting.
I always felt that he was really unreasonable in Die Hard 2.
It's a nice observation, but it doesn't count
No,
as a link.
I think you might have me with...
All right, you've
oh
stumped
my
him
God.
with Sipkowitz. We've
And
got to have a
Rico.
prize.
Oh, there is a prize. There is a prize.
There is a prize, and what is it? It doesn't get much better than this. Get this.
Phil, you've won yourself a promotional poster for City Homicide with Daniel McPherson looking as moody as ever.
And autographed by
Me.
Oh,
Ed
it's too much.
Cavalier.
I once got a CD which was called Sipowitz's Mix that Sam gave me.
Out of the pool, Guzzi.
Come on!
Now let's get to hard news. There's a new movie about the Justice League of America.
Is there really?
Yes.
Oh, this is great. I'm really looking forward to a new comic book movie. So this is the new Justice League of America film.
That's right.
There's not enough of them.
See, they're having trouble casting it because, what's his name? Christian Bale doesn't want to be Batman in the Justice League movie. The bloke who was Superman, can't remember who he was.
That one, like the pouty one.
The pouty one.
Yeah, Brando.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Whoever. Doesn't that seem like a long time ago?
Brandon Ruff.
Okay, he's not going to do Superman. So they're having to start again. They're looking for a new Superman.
Okay, good.
And I'm thinking...
I'm in.
Could be you.
Why are you laughing, Nicky?
Superman just chewing on a souvlaki.
Dear idea.
Or rescuing a youngster. Don't want to see
In the Derbs?
mayonnaise down the front of the costume. Doesn't look good. No, what I'm saying is I was watching The Sopranos last night.
Right.
Yes.
Get Tony Soprano, James Gandolfini. Cast him as Superman.
A bit large, isn't he?
That'd give it a bit more edge, wouldn't it?
Right, so as I understand it, you've had to change the way you do business
Okay,
on a day-to-day
Okay,
level.
sure.
we're going to operate, under the radar, right? Because the fucking feds coming down on the Justice League, right? Or we can't regulate the superpowers, right? All that shit. We can't control those fuckers. The Green Lantern, what's he using? What's that fucking ring doing?
Well,
Look, I don't get involved in particulars, right? I don't ask these guys where they get the fucking powers from. All I want to know is, can they bring in the envelopes, right?
Okay, so you're saying you're restricted now.
I can't fucking use any fucking powers, right? The feds are watching me. If I fucking use my, heat vision on a steak, I'm telling you, they're fucking straight down.
But surely you've brought this on yourself.
Well, okay, you fucking listen. You want to be in charge? I'm fucking Superman here, right? You see the shit I have to put up with? Half these fucking clowns, they can't even fucking fly.
Okay.
Right? I gotta carry the around. The looks ridiculous on the news. They show the footage. Oh, look, Batman. He has to be carried by Hawkman. Wonder Woman. At least that fucking broad has got a plane, right? You can't fucking see it, but it's there, right?
Okay, so this is like a personnel issue for you.
I mean, fucking Aquaman. The guy's a fucking fish, right? You got a situation on a fucking skyscraper. You got Aquaman there. Well, summon some fucking dolphins. Oh, that's very useful. We're on a fucking building.
Okay.
We're dealing with fucking robots.
Right, so in Aquaman's case, you've got...
Oh, the guy's fucking pushy, right? Oh, what should we do with this adventure? Oh, I know. Let's go to the bottom of the fucking sea. We know. Right. Every time with the fucking bottom of the ocean. Okay. Batman's got to get in the fucking mini-sub. It's embarrassing.
Right, so this is an image issue.
Well, it's embarrassing. Got the feds, I got these guys that can't fly.
Right.
Got Lois. Oh, why don't we ever go anywhere? We're always up the fucking Fortress of Solitude. You wanted to fucking move up here. You want to go north. Okay. Oh, but Batman has fucking stately Wayne Manor. Yeah, he's got a fucking butler. He's got a youthful fucking ward, whatever that shit is. I don't ask with these guys, right?
Right, so it's hard to control every member of your crew.
Yeah, well, these guys got to run. They got to be out there on the streets, right? You see Hawkman, I mean, the guy can't take a regular job. He can't get into a lift with those fucking wings, right? You see the wingspan on that guy.
But obviously you could be prosecuted if you
Oh,
could
sure,
end
they
up
can lock me away. You want to leave fucking Batman in charge?
Right.
The fucking youthful ward? You want that guy? The guy's a hothead.
Okay.
Robin, in my day, the Justice League was not open for fucking sidekicks, right?
Okay, yeah.
Suddenly Robin, then you got to let in the fucking Crypto, the super dog's knocking on my fucking door.
Well, it sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Vai fango, gee, I'm just fucking Superman. Give me a fucking break.
There you go. We are going to cast that movie. Every one of the Justice League by the end of the year. Congratulations, Matt Dow. Exhausted from the beeping, adding beeps.
I still think I know what he said.
Listen to this story from Belgrade. A Serbian farmer has been allowed to take his prize bull to prison with him. After an emotional appeal to jail bosses, Hamdija Juric, 54, was sentenced to a year in prison after he hit another man in a local bar. But judges ruled he could take his 1.5-ton bull with him after lawyers argued the bull would have to be slaughtered if it didn't go in with him.
Okay.
Is that a convincing story, really?
Yeah.
It's got to kill the boy. You better bunk down with him, I guess.
Better take him to priz.
Who would get the top bunk there? I don't know. Having your own bull in prison, would that give you any kudos, do you think, in the exercise yard? Hey, new guy, from now on you answer to the bull. That's right, your ass is his. I don't know. I just like to see a bull talking to a cow through the glass, both on the phone. That's the image I'm getting. Anyway,
Put your udders up. Put your udders up.
So, yeah, if you're in Belgrade and you get jailed, you can take livestock with you.
Take one with
if
you.
you can prove that they might be slaughtered otherwise.
Now, speaking of slaughtered cows, my mouth is watering from that story. And on the way back from the ski trip, we played my favourite game, Rich.
What's
Four
that?
of us in the car.
Table tennis?
It's just over the shoulder. No, you drive past a paddock full of cows, slow down. Everyone has to pick the one they think looks the most delicious.
Oh.
There was this very proud brown fellow.
Yeah.
He was right up at the fence and the sun was catching his rump in the most alluring way. I could have, if I had sauce, Rich, I would have been over there. I would have been, arr, 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 arr.
You know where you should go? In Melbourne, there's a restaurant, I think it's the one called Vlados, and it's a steak restaurant, and you go there and all the pictures on the wall are of cows in fields. Waiter, I'd like that one over there.
I love it there. I would love it there.
Just have stuff from inside an abattoir. Just pictures of that around the walls.
Hanging from the ceiling. All right, how about this? If we're talking food, here's an email from your old Matthew White.
Oh, yeah, Whitey.
18. Just listening back to the podcast, he says, and referencing turducken, check this one out, the good old wiki whole stuffed camel.
Yeah, now turducken is where you take one foodstuff and you stuff it inside another one. An animal, in fact.
Duck inside a chicken inside a turkey.
Yes.
And it's quite delicious for Christmas, Rich.
Yes,
sure.
yes.
There's lots of nicks.
It's a babushka doll of meat.
Absolutely right. Well, you know this, Richard, because I went round to your place the other night, Tone.
Really?
And you made me, Richard made me his version, which is a quail stuffed inside a Farmers Union iced coffee, stuffed inside a haggis, inside a packet of Winnie Reds, inside a turkey, inside a Weezer T-shirt, inside a potbelly pig, all stuffed inside Matthew McConaughey. Coins for that, is it? I did not ask for those coins, listeners.
Midweek coins? That's not happened before. Well, that's fantastic.
No, every food group is represented, including the Weezer T-shirts.
I think it's time. It's, after all, only a couple of days left to celebrate Borgust.
To this day, I remain baffled.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Prime Minister. The idea is you dress up badly. This is the key to it. Badly as the Borg from Star Trek. Send us a photo and you could win the gift. Not a prize, a gift of...
Ready?
Well, these photos are great. I love getting
We'll get
these
to the photos,
Okay.
Richard. What is first? It's a prize. It's a prize.
It's a remote control helicopter.
Second prize?
Slightly smaller. Remote control helicopter.
Third prize?
Another slightly smaller one.
Same size as second prize.
So this is some sort of heli-turducken you're arranging?
Absolutely right.
To here?
Now look, we got the copters in yesterday, right? They landed at the Get This hangar, and this is what it says on the top. I think the people from West Excelsior Gold might be producing the helicopters. These are the features, listeners, that you can hope to receive as part of your helicopter. Radio-controlled RC helicopter to rank first among similar products' new appearance, indefinitely full real styles to ensure a like-new condition. Let you throw in the conjectures combat style.
Wow. You're also a Prince of Nigeria.
Absolutely right, as soon as you get one.
Wow.
Throw in the conjectures combat style.
Okay, is this adding sizzle to the segment?
Well, look at this, Tone. Look at some of the entries.
Yeah.
How would you describe, Tony Martin, that picture?
That's somebody with a circuit board up their ass. There's no other way to explain it.
Okie dokie, he's in the running.
Spuck's not going wrong.
Now, this is one of my personal favourites. Richard, describe what's happening here. Keeping in mind that the Borg are an advanced race of half computer, half humans.
Well, this is clearly a person who has gotten some alfoil and just wrapped around his face with gaffer tape.
There you go.
There we go.
These all, maybe not the arse one, but all the others up on the gallery today, hopefully.
triplem.com.au.
That's right.
Tony, describe this man's entry for the listeners, if you would.
Oh, that's a beauty. This man has wrapped 2 phone receivers to the side of his head just by, getting the cord from the phone.
Yeah.
And then he's got a comb sticking out of one sleeve and some mashed potato tongs out of the other.
And finally, Richard,
Beautiful.
What's this man done?
All right, once again, we've gone with the aluminium foil option. And we've got it hanging out of his nose, booger style, as if he's just had a projectile sneeze.
And
also there's a battery scotch taped to his forehead.
The Booger Borg.
The Booger Borg.
These people are firmly in the running. You can be too. You're playing for helicopters, people. Conjecture combat style. Look at you.
Batteries included.
Yes, he's already got his batteries. They're stuck to his forehead. Have you got some mail there?
Look at this.
Oh, not an email, an old-style letter.
An old-style letter, because today I think we need to go triple AM.
That's right. Baffling noises for no reason.
And then some rants. Now, this is a letter that's come through us from Wayne, and Wayne says he sent me a newspaper article, and he said, I thought if anyone would appreciate it, it would be you three. If you don't like it, then piss off and lose my number.
Okay.
Thank you, Wayne.
That's very AM.
It's from the Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down column in a regional newspaper, I think in Victoria.
Yep.
And it says, thumbs down to the boy who threw coleslaw at me. Thumbs down to him. Thumbs down to the person who put a plastic bag of dog droppings in our letterbox in Sorrento. No more chances. You were identified by security cameras. Thumbs down to the lowlife who rearranged my concrete garden gnomes into perverse positions. They were a present from my grandchildren who visited me to the next day. I had to tell them the wind had blown them all that way. Now, the funny thing is, we've actually got some audio of that very incident.
Hello, gnomes. I'm Richard. You gnomes look naughty. Oh, why don't you just come over here, you naughty bearded fellow, and you with the red hat, you're on top of him. You're too naughty. I don't like what's going on. Oh, my goodness. You gnomes have got to stop it. Hey, what's going on? Leave my gnomes alone. Oh, my God, you naughty gnomes. We've been caught. Let's go. We're going to run away together.
Jeez Louise.
I'm baffled. So
Richard Marsland.
I always like how I introduce myself before every sentence in the damning footage that you present to the court.
I don't know why you do it. It makes it really easy for people to identify you.
Small potatoes, guys.
See, people have been bugging their front yards for just such an incident.
If you want to get worked up, you don't need to go out to the Reg. Don't need to go Taz or Reg.
Yeah.
You can just pick up your local Murdoch newspaper. That's always hilarious.
Oh, what's happening?
Well, because, it's like a self-sourcing pudding for comedians, the Murdoch newspapers. They've already done the work for you. Last week we had the hilarious spectacle of an article in the Daily Telegraph written by a drunk saying how Kevin Rudd, he's going to be, possibly the next Prime Minister. We don't know. Might not happen.
Maybe, yeah.
That he got drunk and gone out to a strip club. He'd been taken there by the ex-editor of the Daily Telegraph.
We have a winner.
Every time they just do the work for you.
So what are they up to now, Tone?
Well, down in Melbourne, you've got Andrew Bolt.
Oh, he is.
Massive article today calling Channel 10 pornographers for running that show, Californication.
It was just a little TNA.
Let me call Channel 10 precisely what I think they are. Executive Chairman, Peter Falloon, a pornographer.
Uh-oh.
Chief Executive, Grant Blackley, a pornographer.
Oh, no.
That's what he's saying in the pages of the Herald Sun.
Okay.
That never misses an opportunity to get someone to flop the tits out for page 3.
Not. Cans ahoy.
I mean, on the weekend, they had a story, and I'm not making fun of this story, I'm just pointing something out about a woman who is dying from cancer because she's been spending too long in the solarium.
Oh, yeah.
They have a photo of her on page 3, giving it a bit of cleavage.
Yeah.
So the photographer from the Herald Sun's going, yes, you're dying, but just give it some for page 3.
Louise.
And apparently it's Channel 10 who are the pornographers.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Give me some AM music, please. I'm getting worked up.
That was fantastic. Good on you, Tone.
Who else deserves to die? Richard Marsland.
The eclipse. I didn't see a damn thing last night. And, I saw everyone looking up in the sky to see this pink moon.
Yeah.
I had the Nick Drake queued up.
Yeah.
But nothing, absolutely nothing.
Is it because the eclipse is happening at night time? Could that be perhaps...
Well, it's meant to give some sort of red moon action or something like that. I mean, I had Wizard of Oz queued up. I had Dark Side of the Moon from Pink Floyd ready to go, in sync. Nothing.
Really?
Nothing. But, it was just too cloudy.
So is your rant against...
it's against the solar system in general.
The sun's been getting away with it for too long. What other celestial body needs to be taken out and hung?
Hello, Fiona.
Oh, I was out walking my dogs, and this old lady up ahead of me, her little dog made a little present on somebody's front yard. She pulled out a plastic bag and then actually mimed leaning down to pick it up without actually picking it up.
Just pretended to pick it up?
Went through all that effort.
Did a bit of mime in case someone was looking. That's very dodgy.
That's great.
What you need to do is just wait till she needs some help. Can you help me with these packages? Yes, I'll just mime carrying them up to your front doorstep, lady.
This is what I've been saying about senior citizens.
House bean to the ground. Look, I'm putting a mime ladder up against the wall. We'll have you down in no time. Heads, get this. It's heard around the nation on Triple
That
M.
was a close run thing, wasn't it?
You used to work in this very time slot on this station, Alan. You should know how this operates.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Go back and listen to some of those shows that clearly not. I don't know how it operates. Richard Marsden was there.
Oh, was
He'd
there?
see me flailing around looking at bits of closely written paper going, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Look, I was a huge fan of Year One Tough Love with all the sketches. You did some great sketches.
I used to have a great time writing sketches.
Who was the guy who used to break into the studio with the finger cymbals going, ding, hello, Ellen?
Oh, I know. I can't remember now. Yeah, he was an arts No, he wasn't. No, he was a really, really uptight naturopath.
Oh,
I liked him. I can't remember now.
Those were the days, back in the old days, 2005.
I'll
Remember?
tell you,
guys?
how we've
You
changed.
could get away with so much then, couldn't you?
Incredible.
I was so young and raw boned.
Remember, petrol was like only about $1.20.
You're crazy. Never happened.
People wouldn't believe that if you told them now.
No, the war against terror wasn't going to go on for decades. It was going to be over in about 4 days and cost $2.
There was only PlayStation 2 and we were happy.
We were
Who'd
happy.
have thunk that they had a new one coming?
Exactly. And who would have thunk that you could have put it online and spent 8 hours setting it up and still not be able to connect to the internet.
Amazing.
It
Amazing.
is just, those were simpler days.
Man,
weren't
I
they?
tell you what.
Okay, this
Mobile phones.
Kicking cans along the street.
No,
and the rock videos in those days, because we're talking nostalgia today, Alan,
We are,
because
Tony.
somehow Ed Cavalier, without the knowledge of anyone else on the show, has been sneaking round to the
On me on
promotions
that.
department. We thought it was just the usual perving at the women there.
Okay,
but
hang
no,
on a second.
he's actually getting some kind of TV ad together. Now, we don't have permission to do this. We don't even have a budget.
No, we have nothing.
Wait a minute. The promotions department actually speak to you.
Yeah.
I thought there was no departments in here that would speak to you because of you constantly. What's the word I'm looking for?
Slagging them off on air?
Slagging them off on air. That's exactly it. How's
Sometimes
this
they
working?
don't listen.
Are you spraying pheromones on before work?
I go in a Richard costume.
Yeah.
Hello,
I'm Richard. And then
That's a
talk.
very poor impersonation of him. He doesn't hold his hands up like that.
He
They're normally
don't.
down by his side and he's going, I'm Richard if you don't mind.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry for being Richard.
Okay, this is not.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Off topic. It's a TV ad. And what is the crazy basis for it?
We have no money, but we have a dream and a lovable bunch of misfits.
That's absolutely
My
right.
uncle owns a theatre.
Oh,
All right,
great.
okay, bang.
It's a ragtag fleet.
It's in a theatre. All right, it's in a theatre.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the idea, Alan. So we're going to film a film clip. Richard and I are going to write a power ballad, but we're not going to write the whole thing. What we need is for the listeners to help us out with some lines when we get back from the break. This is the kind of thing that we're aiming.
Complicated.
This
I
is
thought
the-
this was all going to be done over the break.
Tony, just go with me,
Okay.
all right? You just stay up taping Late Line and let Richard and I look after the song. Alan, because it's a television ad, we get to have a film clip for it. Now, the original basis that we're going for is ABBA's Give Me a Man After Midnight.
Oh, because you see, our favourite type of video clip in here is one where it depicts the recording of the single itself. Everyone's
love
in the
that
recording
stuff.
studio, pointing at buttons, sliding faders, going, yes, that sounds great.
Nodding
yes.
at bass lines.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing we're looking for.
Womack and Womack teardrops.
Yeah,
sort of
and
era.
I think every little thing she does is magic by the police
okay.
has a bit of that, or
Is that
Do
right?
Do Do has a bit of that.
In studio
They're in the
antics.
studio wearing straw hats and dancing along or something like that. Remember?
I know that one.
Okay, so that's one end of the spectrum.
Oh, okay. So there's obviously disagreement
So,
about that.
no, I'm assuming this is if we have no budget at all and we can only film in a recording studio.
Exactly.
You're saying open it up a bit.
Yeah.
What other styles of classic rock video should we emulate? Like on Flying Foxes, Living on a Prayer style.
Like Holiday Road, where he's in the classic The Office has turned into a prison, and then I've got to break out so I can get with the ladies. That kind of
Back
thing.
in Holiday Road.
Yeah.
That's nice. Or something Darkness style where you're just standing on a cliff.
Fantastic.
Playing guitars
love
with
that.
the wind.
Cliffs, I love It's Only a Feeling, actually.
I was thinking, remember Word Up by Cameo?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And they were all there at a crime scene and they were all wearing giant cod pieces. And the guy who ended up playing Geordie LaForge, I think it was, on Star Trek, turns up and then, as a policeman, rips some of his clothes off and starts dancing.
Oh, this is good stuff.
Sending out some
Velcro clothes.
signals.
Yeah, Velcro, note to self, Velcro clothes.
What about some angels, a la, Total Eclipse of the Heart, including an angel that just leaps across the room for no reason?
Or what about Prince style when doves fly, atmospheric bathtub, doves flying.
But shot on video, not on film.
Oh, no,
On video
shot on video.
With the sort of Vaseline filter over it.
Oh, very much so. And all three of you are in the bath.
Okay,
where the doves fly across.
So what we got here, we got doves, bath, Betacam, Vasfilt. Is that what we're talking?
And Velcro clothes.
And Velcro clothes.
What about Urban Decay? You need some Urban Decay, a la Ice House Crazy.
Yes.
Flaming barrels, flaming barrel.
braziers.
Yes.
Dragon were constantly on a building site, warming their hands around a flaming brazier.
Now we're getting
Or
somewhere.
you could go really Aussie a la Ice House, Great Southern Land style, shoot at Uluru.
Yes.
With just you guys with Uluru in the background, and just you can see a bit of police intervention going on behind you.
If it's going to be Ice House, what about live sort of style at the ARIA Awards? Ivor Davies trapped in a cube made of fluorescent light tubes.
Yes.
It's so cold inside the ice house.
Oh, I know. And while we're on that style of thing, how about computer games by MySex?
Oh, yeah.
With them playing and then suddenly cutting to really crap old Pong-style computer
Yes,
stuff of them
right.
driving down a road having a car accident.
But somebody has to laugh, like in the song People by My Sex, ha ha ha, for no reason.
I think put laughing down, please.
Laughing,
next to the
ha, ha,
doves.
ha.
That's what makes the doves fly. Someone goes, ha ha ha, and the doves take off.
It's a lot to squeeze in 30 seconds. Have we missed anything, Rich? And let's just get Nick Kershaw chroma key suits off the table because that'll be
He's
the first
done it.
one.
He was the best.
You can't
We're
top that
moving
one.
on.
Good stuff.
running. Someone
Running.
watching someone with binoculars.
Yes.
There's a Spandau Ballet video.
Okay.
Communication.
Right.
Communication. Someone's watching someone with binoculars. Then there's a bit of running to
Yes.
try and
Yeah.
catch them, and they ride off on a motorcycle.
Yes.
with A woman on the back.
A motorcycle's good.
Washing a car, slow motion, a la Peter Andre. I believe it's Give Me a Little Sign.
Give Me a Little Sign,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
washing a car and having a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, frolicking and washing.
In the days before water restrictions. Can we do that these days?
No, you'd have to do it with a bucket. But, I
Okay.
mean, there's fun in that as well. I mean,
Bucket
you
fun.
with oversized buckets.
Hey,
Oh, my God.
So
that.
many good ideas. Throw one on the fire, listeners.
Hello, Harry. How are you?
Well, you'd have to make two. One would be just one that had a bit of TNA so it can be banned, and then the clip that would be shown would be one that you did on the countdown set.
Oh, of course. So it's kind of like Duran Duran girls on film.
Yeah, bunch of ugly people swaying around side to side, Gavin Wood interrupting at the end, and or the music fades out and the singer keeps singing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
was good.
great. And not enough of that happens anymore.
That is a good idea.
This is a good idea, Harry.
So that's how it should end, with the music fading and then still miming away.
still
That
going.
was good
and
on
the applause
Countdown.
kicking in.
And you know when I said my uncle owns a theatre? Well, in a way, we shoot Spicks and Specks in the same studio that Countdown was done. I could get you in there.
Oh,
Could be all on.
Oh,
Standing.
now we're starting to get somewhere.
It's starting to sound like a good idea. Now the listeners are on board. Who else has got one?
G'day, Riley.
Well, I'm thinking, just, I don't know, do whatever, but that at the end, just make sure you're just in a room of some description, make sure the walls can come down, and then just have the Big Brother cast who have had their Norks implanted, just standing there in the showers in the nude.
Oh, I see
so
what you're saying,
a
Riley.
Meatballs 4 style, for no reason the shower block collapses style scene.
Yep.
That's gold.
Riley, are you a director? Because your description of do whatever and then get the girls to get their norks out is really visionary.
I think that's all we've got time for. We're going to have to do this again. We definitely are. Too many good. I mean,
Good
most
ideas.
of the rest of the calls do seem to be about Devo. I'm
Yeah,
not
which
sure
is
if
good
that's
news.
something to do with me.
And I love the idea of you whipping a cigarette out of a Amazonian-looking woman's mouth.
Oh, so
A la the Whip It video, or a bit of something going through the whole of a donut, a la freedom of choice.
Great idea.
I'll do anything for Triple M. Get this, it's blown out to 2 hours, 11 to 1 weekdays on the Triple M network.